And we should be live. We are. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
We have Ontario Jeff and Quebec Dave. Oh, it's so hard to do this. My camera's there. Anyways, I have all this space beside me, but there's nothing there on the camera shot. Look, we just went live on YouTube. Cool. My phone just told me. Anyway, welcome. Canadian Builders episode 30.
30.
Which is 30. Wow. And only a few weeks ago, well, only 4 weeks ago, it was 26. We were halfway through, so halfway through a year at least. But anyway, hi, everybody. We've got hopefully maybe someone else joining in. I know Dave Cowdice can't make it. Rick Brickham wasn't able to make it tonight either. Mr. Blue is in chat. Fazoom is online. Hey, Fazoom, do you want to join us? If so,
Fazoom.
Let me know. I'll send you a link. Because we're probably going to be short on people tonight. So you're also probably getting ready for bed. So if you don't, I understand. We don't need to see you in your bedroom.
No.
Anyway.
Either in your pajamas.
Yeah, well.
If you're wearing some.
Let's just not even go there. Let's not even think about what he's wearing. Anyway, so Dave, what have you been doing this week?
Been doing a lot.
Scraping the bottom of the barrel, then you ask me. No, I'm not scraping the bottom of the barrel. You're always invited. If you want, I can join you in. I can add you to the chat list. I just, Oh, I was gonna say, oh, look, someone joined in, and then I'm like, oh no, Dave just shared a screen. So, let's see what Dave has shared. We'll go to this, and we'll go to that works. What is this, David?
This is my lug bulk order for 2021 that I just received. So awesome. It got sorted this weekend by 25 people from Kellogg.
Okay.
Many were first timers, so thanks for that. And it was all the sanitary rules were obliged. Everybody was social distancing. Everybody was wearing masks. So kudos to that too. So basically, that's what I got. I got. Let's see in details here. I got 300 of those 1x6x5 panels. The blue ones. I got the 50 of the ramps, I think. Or
no problem, Chris.
50, I think. 50.
I didn't even know those ramps were still in production.
Yeah.
Wow.
Apparently so. And they're light bluish gray. So.
Wow.
Perfect if you're doing space stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Or doing crater or something like that. I got the 8x16 black tiles.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Which are very cool. Got those 1x6, 1x5x6 trans panels.
Yeah. Okay.
I totally plan on sharpening them into yellow, so they're going to be trans yellow. And so you get some basic bricks here. Some tiles, some shielded tiles. I don't know how do you call them.
Yeah, shield tiles.
Shield tiles. Those are actually 1x8s.
Okay.
I got also, as you can see, there's some curved slopes.
Oh yeah.
There's that's actually
dark blue.
Dark blue. Dark blue slopes. They're 2x2, or is it? Well, it's the 2x2 with the studs on the side. Yep. You get the 6x6 tiles.
Tiles, yeah.
So it was a good lot to get.
Yeah.
I got some ingots in white and dark bluish gray.
Yeah.
And
I laughed because I need to buy a whole bunch of ingots now. I just realized to just make the castle fit better together, but I'll get into that later.
Yeah, and they got some nougat 1x2 plates.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I got them because they were cheap, not because I really needed them, but They were dirt cheap, so why not add them at 50 to lot? Those are actually right beside. They are actually one by one with studs on
opposite corners, right?
No, on two corners.
Yeah, but together. They're the corner
together.
ones. Yeah,
the corner ones.
Yeah.
So first time I've seen these. I don't know how I'm going to use them. Probably going to make some.
I'm getting some of those shortly as well because I just ordered those
and those right beside are actually 1x2 cheese slopes. And what you don't see in the pictures, I saw them. They were at the bottom of my big bag. Yeah. I got some 1x2 tiles, the yellow tiles, but with the stripe pattern on them.
Oh, okay. Oh, like the hazards, the hazard lines. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean.
And I got 4 30 by 32 dark bluish gray base plate. So. Awesome. That's it. I got all this lugboat order on Monday night.
Cool.
I said, gotta take a picture. So cool. I took a few, and I also built something.
What? You built something?
Yes,
what?
Yes, I actually took you up on your challenge of building a mock. And you said to Dave Cowdis, build some space, classic space spaceship. So that's what I did. I built a classic spaceship. And here we go.
Ooh. Oh, hold on. Let's do this. Ooh. That's awesome.
So it's the LL926.
Okay. Did you print that yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah, Cricut cutter.
No, I actually printed them a while back.
Okay.
On a good printer, and
there you go.
Here you go. So, and when I need them, I just cut them up and glue them on a 1x4 blue brick. So, and it's modular because yes, all great. Classic spaceship are modular.
Hey, Eric.
And this is an actual. Let's see, it's a orbital radio telescope. So the ship drops their telescope in orbit. The telescope looks at whatever it wants to look at with its radio telescope, and when it's done, the ship comes back. Picks it up and goes back to its base.
Can a person?
And it's the ship is actually a 2-seater. So there's a
little higher. There
you go.
And does anybody sit in the telescope, or because I see a trans yellow panel? So
there's. But the thing is, I have to remove it to open it up because it was tricky getting those big panels, those big white panels to open, and so
cool. That's a good idea.
So that's it.
Cool.
So I built a spaceship.
That's awesome.
It actually built a mock. Oh, and I got some kits that were on sale this week on Amazon. I got the 75 30 10. It was on sale for 20% off. So
I missed that one.
$19.99. I thought that at $19.99 it was a good price for a 147 pieces set. And I actually finally got my tumbler that I pre-ordered from Yahoo.com. I haven't built it yet, but it looks awesome. I was really surprised by the artwork on the box because it looks great. It actually looks amazing on the box.
Join us, Jeff,
so I can't wait to.
Canadians.
Two is too many.
I guess who suddenly joins.
Oh yeah, I was just out milking my moose, and thought, What do y'all?
I would ask if the moose was male or female, but I'm not going to go there.
Oh.
No, don't go there.
Say? Oh, no.
Anyways, hey, Jeff,
how are you doing, Jeff?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, no problem. I don't really have much to add to this conversation, but I do, but it's not really family friendly, so I'm not going to, but I'll move it around.
Okay.
So it is.
You actually came up with the idea.
Yeah, it was your idea, Jeff.
So behind you is just crazy. Yeah, dude, I don't know if anybody's mentioned to you that like your table is insane, but your table is insane.
What table?
Yeah,
it's actually tables. There's actually 2 tables now, and they're spanned by a little gap and a piece of board underneath.
Nice.
Because I didn't have the room for 3 tables up here. But I have to actually wait. Oh no, I was gonna say this is the full length. It will end here. And on the far end over there, I'm going to have one more row of 32 base plates, just because I needed to go a little bit bigger.
A little bit bigger.
Well, no, because
you're just flexing,
right? Because I'm doing a spiral, I started here, and as I started doing the math for the size of walls I have, it needed to go an extra base plate, or an extra 32 base plate versus 42.
See, I told you shouldn't have done the spiral. You should have done the hexagon.
Yeah, and
dude.
Someone asked if it was portable, and I'm like, yes, assuming I can find something that holds 48 base plates. I mean, that's just all lattice structure right now. I haven't actually put anything on it, but everything comes off. I'm debating whether or not to spend money. Well, I'm spending money regardless, but I'm debating whether or not to buy the 4-foot tables that have the half legs, like the extendable legs. So I can, I've got 2 of them already, technically 3.
Mm-hmm.
But I was thinking if I bought 3 or 5 more of them at over $50 a pop right now, so hopefully they go on sale, then I can actually put it at a lower level. So kids can see it in better, and then the highest peaks, because I'm not even sure how tall the center is going to be. I haven't done the math because I'm afraid to.
Yeah.
But I don't know how tall the center is going to be, and I'm afraid that if it's at table height, you might not be able to see in it at all, right?
That's hilarious.
So it's either that or I go down to ground height. So once I get into the middle core, then I'll kind of have an idea how tall it is and figure out if the shorter table would work.
If you go cow dice on it.
If I go cow dice on it, well, I'm going to go pop in. My sister might have to go buy a taller house. No, I can't afford another house right now. Not this. I'm building.
You cannot sell this one either.
Yeah. Anyway, but I'm going to go visit Cow Dice Dave K on the weekend to pick up 2 totes of brick, like 45 kilogram totes. So
basic bricks.
45 to 90, yeah, probably 90 kilograms of bricks, of basic brick, because I was, in white, yellow, blue, and red. These are all the these are all the 2x3s I have left. So it's a pretty full bin, but this is it for all the colors because they're all been used. These are my 1x2 or my 2x2s. That's all I have left. Not a lot. I have some 2x6 and 2x8, 2x10 still in white. I used the last, technically this is the last 2x4 white. I just used it up. And luckily I just had enough to get up to this height. And yeah, I'm not, I was figuring it out. I think I have 10 more of these to build, 10 more modules to build, plus that row of 48 base or of 32 base plates.
Damn.
So yeah, I need brick.
So I'm gonna basic bricks. You don't need anything else. You need basic brick. 2x4s, 2x3s, and 2x2.
2x everything. So I think I'm going to join I'm going to see if I can join the Dave K payment plan if I have to, in order to pass him some money every couple of weeks and say, here you go.
Where is Dave anyway?
Dave is doing housework. Apparently he went camping on the weekend, and so now he said he wasn't able to make it because, chores. So, Dave.
I mean, that sounds legit.
It does, but Dave, come on. you know, he was busy making videos the past few nights. He could have maybe joined our video and did the homework. I'm just teasing.
That's some serious suspect right there.
It is. It is. He's throwing off our Dave the Door free show.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's fun.
But, man, what have you been working on, Jeff?
So I finally finished my TMNT Turtle Band. And
years and a half show.
Yeah. And tomorrow I'm going to go get some stickers printed at Staples. Cool. They were like, yeah, we'll print it. I was like, okay. And that'll happen. Okay. And cool. Then I'll apply the stickers. And the guy that is buying it from me is coming up next week. And we'll be doing a toy hunt together and just hanging out in general. So that'll be fun. I've got that on the agenda. I'm learning how to use my photo stuff. I think I mentioned it to you today, Jeff. I was trying to figure out GIMP and my video editing software that I got, the open source stuff. So I've been doing that. And, and I've been trying to clear out a spot because this week or maybe next week I'm going to start building Arkham Asylum, as that was a Patreon request.
Okay.
So
cool.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, for sure. I think my sister hit it right on the head there.
Yep.
Dave's getting in trouble.
The struggle is real.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right, sis. I also, I have lots still to mention, but a piece of Lego just randomly dropped on the floor. Someone who's, beside me. Let's do it that way. Dave went to his local Lego Pick-a-Brick wall and got me a nice huge bag of these.
Oh man, those are awesome pieces.
Which hopefully should be enough. Hopefully. I still have...
That is actually 3 Pick-a-Brick cups worth of...
Yep. I am... this is tower... If I were to count, this is tower 1 of 17 to left to build. So this one I've actually run out of, I need the half version of this, which I have a Bricks and Pieces order for. I think it's Bricks and Pieces. I'm just looking at my list. No, that's actually a Lego Bricklink order. That hopefully will be here by Tuesday. So I'm gonna have a bunch of towers that are built up to this point and then haven't gone further. I also ordered 400 1x10 plates. Because I was out of 1x10 plates, and each level of my tower is 10 plates high, sideways. So this is I actually have some because I just took apart, so just for reference. So I've ordered 400 plates just so I could do this with those curved pieces. I have a whole bin because I've basically taken up, like you see back here, there's a couple of towers that are missing those sides too. So I'm starting to recycle the old towers to build the next one. Yeah, Bricklink orders, 2 of them that I've had to do. Luckily, I had money in my PayPal account from selling stuff, so I haven't actually spent anything physically, out of my own wallet.
Yeah.
But I've done, a couple of orders for, I'm just trying to pull it up here without...
But Jeff, did you say that you need to build, 16 other towers?
16 towers.
Wow.
That's just for the rest of the spiral.
Wow.
Yeah. So, the towers aren't huge. They're this tall. It's hard to tell based on this. Well, okay. They're basically 30 studs sideways high.
Jeff, that's tall, by the way. That's just so you know, that's not tall. That's that's tall, dude.
But I also have, and this is Dave was talking about ingots, and I was giggling. I also have, so here is this tower. Let me just kind of do a shot down. So the towers rest on here because I wanted the tower to have, I wanted the tower to have still coming out of the ground type thing versus I wanted to start from the bottom, but my level is up to here. So I built this, which is movable. So it totally rotates. It stays in place. So this module will come loose and all the walls come off of it. But then I've put the ingots on top. And right now I've used dark gray because that's what I have. But I'm going to order, I think tan is the cheapest right now. And when you see that little hole there in the side of the wall, and there's a little tab sticking on the castle wall. So when I slide this in, it now rests exactly on it. It lines up perfectly.
That's great.
So and then the next wall will slide in. So I basically made it so that it's, I won't say foolproof, but so that it slides together easy as best as I can. Putting figures in the layout, that's a whole different story. I don't know how I'm doing that yet, but
that was my next question. Do you have enough minifigures to like?
Oh yeah, I have
populate that whole castle.
I showed you my 15 bins, right? I have 2 of these full of castle figures.
Okay.
That are already built. They're downstairs. I haven't even brought them up yet.
So Jeff, when we get to Alabama and we're setting this thing up, because I have a feeling that I'm going to be helping you. I really get to hope that I get to help with the figure placement.
For sure.
So you know. All right.
Yeah, I love other people helping
and we'll go from there.
Yeah. Yeah, and there'll probably be a little away team because, along with those pieces Dave sent me, he also sent me a little squadron of friends, which I'm going to try and work in there to that layout for the time, so that Chris, that way, Mr. Fazoom can't say I don't have any space, but I'm taking up way too much space. But that's beside the point. I also plan to bring a train layout.
Yeah, I was talking about logbook orders.
Yeah.
Previously, that's part of the 2020 logbook order that I got. So
you got to get the professor from Time Cruisers, just like chewing that away team out about the temporal prime directive. Just see if people get. Why are you watching these people? You're in goddamn spacesuits. You can at least put a hat on, because they always wear the hats and like, oh, we're blending.
No idea. I should add that to a list. I need to make a list. And just catching up on chat. My sister's chatty. Wifey problems get tired of stepping on Lego. All of Dave's Lego is in the basement, so probably not really that. And I think you've met Sandy Yvonne, but anyway, I don't remember if you have. Yes, I am home, so I'm just going big. And this one was funny.
Yeah, he's already home, so why not just go big?
Is Thanksgiving coming up for you guys up there in the Great White North?
Our Thanksgiving is this weekend.
Yeah.
There's a castle in my living room. That and my son's birthday is at the end of the month, so my dad usually comes up for then. Hopefully my sister can make it too. Maybe not.
Cool. So do you guys celebrate that you gave the indigenous species on your continent like smallpox and colds too, and then demanded that they help you survive during a winter because we're dumb?
Well,
or is that just America?
Technically, I think our Thanksgiving is more just harvest related.
Yeah.
Versus Native American.
Oh,
right?
okay.
Because our harvest has already started because we're in a colder climate, right?
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Because
I think that's why ours is early. Because by November we usually have snow on the ground. Like by late November when you guys are doing Thanksgiving.
Okay, I was just asking because that's what we do.
It could be, but I mean, probably not. I don't know. I'll be honest. I have a hair in my eye.
Yeah, Jeff, it's more related to like Jeff said to the harvest, but there's a lot of similarities with the American Thanksgiving because many people here still do the turkey thing and the gathering, and it's on a Monday.
That's weird.
Yeah, we have a Monday off, so we don't get like the Thursday off like. Well, you guys do yours on the Thursday, right? Because the Black Friday.
We do ours on the Thursday, and then usually Friday off, and then
Yeah.
No, we just get the Monday off.
Yeah.
We're gonna be driving to Arizona for Thanksgiving, and that'll be fun.
How long is that drive for you?
It's 1,300 miles, so about 15 hours.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
Hours. Yeah. Well,
that's
I mean, it's
me.
My parents.
That's like me going to Alabama long.
Yeah. Well, I mean, my parents are going to come out here for Christmas.
Okay.
And we're going to go out there for Thanksgiving.
That's fair, I guess.
I mean, sure, but it's also like some friends have found out that I'm going back there, and they're like, "Oh, we should hang out." And I'm like, there's a reason I didn't tell you I left.
Yeah.
So just fun situations like that.
Yeah, I was talking to someone a couple of weeks ago, talking about maybe going to Chicago because I'm debating that next year on Father's Day weekend for Brickworld Chicago. And they were saying that they have friends in Chicago, so if they go, they'd have to probably visit them, and they don't want to do that if they're going to like a Chicago event, right? Like, who cares about visiting people? You want to go see the Lego. But But yeah.
Oh, hey. Speaking of Chicago, this has almost something to do with Chicago, I promise.
Okay.
I finally got my hands on the second saxophone player from whatever CMF series it was.
Okay.
And, okay, not a big deal, CMF player, whatever. But I also have the short, stubby black legs from the Harry Potter thing, so I'm officially making my Blues Brothers minifigures finally.
Yeah.
So, and I got a build in that car.
When you said saxophone and then I thought Chicago, I kind of threw it together.
Yeah.
Now, who were the Blues Brothers? It was John Belushi and
Dan Aykroyd.
Dan Aykroyd. Oh, so it was basically Canadians pretending to be Americans.
Yeah, pretty much. It was,
I know Aykroyd for sure. I'm pretty sure they're both Canadian because they're both on from SCTV. And
yeah, Belushi's Canadian, and
Aykroyd is definitely Canadian.
Yeah, with his Crystal Skull vodka, he is super Canadian. Have you guys seen, whenever he shows up anywhere, he's always got a bottle with him, and he's, always plugging it, and it's kind of sad, but on the other hand, how much does he make? And, I plug booze, too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Ryan Reynolds has, he plugs his booze, too, right?
Oh, yeah, why not?
Whenever he can, and he's rolling in money, and alcohol, apparently, too.
Yeah, and coffee.
Yeah, and coffee. No, wait, coffee is Hugh Jackman, isn't it?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But he's probably has his hands in that one too, I would gather. Not Hugh Jackman. I mean the coffee.
Hi-oh.
Yeah. Wow, I've got a bad brain tonight, don't I?
Yep.
That's probably a good time to go to the news.
The news.
I'm gonna step away just for a minute, so I'll come
no
back.
problem.
You guys, you do the new. I'll catch up.
Yeah.
All right, no problem.
So last week we said Bandmates Series 2 was not coming back, or was canceled. It appeared on Lego's onto the Shop Home website, and there hasn't been any reports yet of it appearing on shelves, but there is rumor that it's starting to appear on shelves.
The official word from Lego, and I got this from Patrick Bégin, who's an ambassador for the Lego Ambassador Program. He said that Lego said they're being delayed until November.
Yeah, I did heard that as well.
So the official word is that the Bandmates, the Series 2 of Bandmates, is not being canceled. It's being delayed until November.
Yeah, it's coming soon here. But I mean, I'll probably grab them just because. I mean, they're cool little figs, and I was silly enough to collect Series 1, so now I kind of have to collect Series 2, don't I? Oh, and they're different colors. This one's purple and teal. I also ordered some parts. I also finished off, I built that stand. It's downstairs for my Series 1 Band-Aids, and I ordered some parts. While I was getting parts from Bricklink orders for the castle, I was getting those parts too. So, anyway.
Doing whatever... You're doing whatever you're doing, what everyone else is doing when they're ordering
what else do I need?
You're just what else do I need?
I mean, after the weekend, I'm going to go to visit Dave. I said that I'm going to hit a few Lego stores on the way. If I can't find what I need, then when I get home, I'll just do another Bricklink order and get the parts that I need that way, because I don't want to wait too long, because I want to get this finished. But no Christmas presents for anybody in my family, by the way, if you're listening. Oh,
Yvonne.
Yeah. Anyway, next up we have...
if you want to buy something to Jeff, buy him some bricks, basic bricks.
Or Lego gift cards, that works too. But anyway, so apparently, I don't know if it's been confirmed. But double VIP points is reportedly starting next week. It hasn't officially been confirmed.
It's not on the Lego calendar. That's what's it's on.
Well, in the UK, starting October 11th for both in store and shop at home. And they're trying to get confirmation for the US right now. Same as last year. Then good job. That's not proper English.
It's not proper French either.
It's not proper French, and it doesn't look like Dutch, so I'm not sure what she's trying to say. But yeah, the adults usually don't do Christmas presents between us. I mean, I get the dinner. Isn't that good enough? I burn the dinner.
But you're not gonna get dinner. Your table is full of Lego right now.
Well, yeah, but by Christmas, it should be empty. Should. Hopefully. Actually, well, I mean, and it's up here because of my basement. Getting fixed hopefully on Tuesday. My plumbing issue. My drain pipe, my sewage pipe is hopefully getting replaced on Tuesday. So one more
Jeff
weekend. So another good reason.
Plumbing issue fixed.
Yeah, another good reason that another good reason for not having Thanksgiving this weekend is because everybody would be having to hold it the whole time. I guess no. Anyways,
please hold.
Okay, I mean same as last year. Hey Jeff, yes, no presents for anybody. Wait for it, it's coming. My speech to text likes to change my words. Oh yes, okay. Anyway, next up we have, so hopefully VIP points, double VIP points come shortly. If my kids are listening, plug your ears because I just ordered the Marvel calendar for one of my kids for like the Advent calendar. I placed a shop at home order because I'm worried that that's going to sell out. And for a few minutes the other day, I noticed that the Star Wars calendar was sold out on Shop at Home, and I was like, ooh. But then I noticed about an hour later it was back, so I don't know if that was just a goof up or not.
I know that I've seen that a few people here in Quebec saw them on discount at Costco stores.
Costco, and I believe that Indigo still has Star Wars and Friends at 20% off this week. So I ordered the Star Wars one from Indigo. So my son wants Star Wars, my daughter wants Marvel, and I'm left with the other three, which are like, great.
Friends.
I don't know that I don't want Harry Potter because, well, all the other three just suck. Anyways, my sister's like saying nothing gets fixed on Tuesday because the plumber's in the living room playing with the castle. Well, luckily the pipe's outside, so they only have to come in to make sure it's working afterwards.
Yeah.
So by then, yeah, you can play with it for a few minutes, but then get out. Anyway.
But wash your hands first.
Yes, definitely. Most definitely. All right, next up. So this week we had a new set reveal, which isn't a miraculous set reveal, but I think almost everybody that I know wants to get this, and this will be the first art project for everybody to buy. Mr. Blue Sky is saying Costco is his favorite shop to go shopping. Yes. I need to get out to one of these days, but then I'll just spend money on Lego, so it's not. Anyway, so this came out. Hey, Jeff, welcome back.
Hey, yep, thank you.
This came out. This news came out earlier this week that there's a new art project, kind of different little mosaics that kids can build. I believe there's like 4,000 pieces, $119.99 US, which will be 150 again Canadian. 36 different mosaics are possible to be created. But the big news that everybody's extremely happy about is that you can make a classic space guy as a mosaic instead. So
can I be the guy that's not excited about that?
You can't totally.
Yes, you may, Jeff.
Okay, thank you. Because I'm not that guy.
Okay, that's fine. And
I mean, I don't like. I'm not gonna like crap on you guys for being excited about it. That's not what I mean. But like,
yeah, I know.
I just. The Lego art is neat. I love it. I do. It reminds me of pointillism, but it's just I'd rather use those pieces for like tiles and stuff that I needed and builds and everything else. And that's just that's just me though. But everybody else go for it. I'm excited that you guys are excited for it. So yeah.
Is it all tiles?
Yeah, it's all 1x1 rounds, round tiles. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, and I mean to me like. It's more than 4,000. Like this will not take 4,000 tiles to make. They just give you 4,000, so you have the color selection. So by buying this, you still get a huge amount of extra tile.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe not some white tile because there's a lot of white in here. Although there's a lot of the light blue in here too. There's like they've got some shading. But I've heard people already say that they want to do different colored figs now.
Yeah.
Like buy multiple kits, I guess, and do different colored figs. And I'm like, no. What I want to do is buy. If I had $450+ to buy 3 or 4 of them, I would build a rectangular one with all the figs in it. Kind of like just all the colors in the same picture. I think that would be even cooler.
Probably just the 4 original would be great, like white, red, blue and yellow.
Well, I mean, you
And
gotta do
black.
red. You gotta do green and black.
Black came the last. Black came in. Was the last one to be
One of the late
introduced.
ones. I still consider that the original though, like
Yeah,
from the original series.
I mean, you
like
gotta do
Star Trek.
green though.
Well,
You
yeah,
know.
there's green and gray and orange too. So
Yeah, exactly. You gotta do all of them.
that's a lot of kits though, Jeff.
That is a lot of kits.
I'm building a castle. I can't afford more than one. I can't even afford one.
That's the road that you want to walk down. You can't walk down an incomplete road.
I
Jeff.
know. So this will be released November 1st. So, cool. Someone might get some artwork for Christmas. Probably not me though, because there's other stuff I want to build. But anyway, so we had some new Lego news, which is nice. Next up, anybody in Canada? Sorry, Jeff.
Okay.
Lego Toys R Us in Canada is offering this month, one a week, the Bricktober Lego sets, which are the mini sets. These are the ones that were in, I think are in Asia last year.
Yeah.
So they're the amusement park rides. So they're micro scaled amusement park rides. I think it's trying to think. $65 Canadian. You need to purchase each week on the 4 weeks in order to get it
in store. In store
while supplies last. But yeah, and they come in a little poly bag type.
It's Canada's premier YouTube Lego guy going on a shopping trip to Toys R Us to get his Bricktober thing, and I don't maybe I'm a jerk. I don't see that being worth 65 Canadian dollars, let alone 50 American.
Well, I mean, you're still getting the $65 worth of Lego.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
It is just me. Once again, I'm not trying to be negative, I promise, but just
No.
No, it's okay, Jeff. I totally understand. It all depends on if you're a completist or not.
Yeah, it's the collectability of it, right? If you want it to be complete,
Well, it's like those figures that they came out with, like the Marvel figures and the Jurassic Park figures and everything else. That was worth it to me. Those would have been great. But again, that's different strokes for different folks. What deems something valuable is what you would pay for. So there you go.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I'm actually surprised they don't have the other three here.
But
anyway.
but I'm like you, Jeff. I'm not excited by these sets either, and I'm not gonna go to Toys R Us to buy $65 worth of sets just to get that.
Yeah. For me, I don't have a Toys R Us anywhere near me. But I mean, if I were to go buy some Lego, I would maybe go to a Toys R Us just to get one. But I wouldn't make it my goal to get all four. It would just be like, I'll go there and
that just sounds like an expensive endeavor.
It is.
Am I wrong?
Sure.
No,
and no VIP points this way either, right? So anyway, all right. Next up, this is a media-related article earlier this week or late last week, October 1st, so a few days after we streamed. Lego's Terrifying Tales, Lego Star Wars video became available on Disney Plus. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but hopefully I'll be able to watch it if I can get my kids in the same room at the same time for more than 10 minutes.
It's
that's getting more and more difficult for you, Jeff.
Yeah, getting to that age.
Yeah, so a little Halloween special. Anyway, almost done. A few more things. The Santa's Sleigh, a bunch of the October sets came out. I put this up specifically for Santa's Sleigh because it sold out pretty darn quick.
Well, I mean, who doesn't want the reindeer battle pack?
Well, exactly. I want the reindeer battle pack as well. Temporary sold out. So I clicked the notify me when it back in stock, and earlier this week it came back in stock for about 20 minutes. I got one in my cart, and then I'm like, oh, what else is available? And I shouldn't have done that. Because the second I did that, I came back to my cart after adding something to it, and it was gone. I'm like, oh. So, I already did that. I don't need to do that anymore.
Everybody saw your email, Jeff.
Oh, yeah, really? Well, that's the one I use for PayPal. Or that's the one I use for PayPal. No. That's the one I use for for my Bricklink store anyhow. So you could have got it by buying parts from me.
Go buy parts from Jeff. He needs money to buy basic bricks.
Yeah, I gotta pay my supplier. Dave is now the guy you go to see to get something.
That's awesome. So Dave is your not drug dealer, but definitely an addictive substance seller to you. Fantastic.
Dave's my red. There's any Shawshank fans out. So unreleased sets. We usually go through this quickly. The list of unreleased sets has dwindled down to almost nothing. It's only 11 listed. Now, obviously, the Tumblr, the Batman Tumblr, the big one, isn't on here because it's pre-order. So anything that's listed as pre-order isn't in this list. The art project is there. I think that's all we really talked about. There's still only 3 of the 4 promotional Bricktober sets for 2021 from Asia. I don't know where the 4th one is. I saw this too, a Tropicon wardrobe poster. Like, what is that? And it turns out it's a video poster of some sorts. It's just gear, so it's going to come in something at some point.
Wow.
Yeah, they're really stretching for stuff right now, right? Here, have a poster for a theme that is really defunct. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, man, I just want to talk about the Crooks Hideout raid one more time.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have that.
Yeah.
You know what? I can build it.
I was just going to say, other than the stickers, there's probably nothing in that set that's unique. So it almost makes you want to go and build it and put it in every city. Like, get everybody to build it and put it in every city mock that they have, like every city layout that they have.
Yeah, I think I have the pizza one. No, I have the smaller city one, the smaller city street. So yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those things that randomly pisses me off when I see it. And just I get it, I totally get it, but just damn it.
Yeah. Yeah, and unfortunately, there's never been any good pictures of it. Other than that, like, this is the only picture we have. There's no building instructions, so I mean, there is definitely a play feature here. I'm assuming that something will knock over this barrel on top or something, but just to be able to see what details it had inside would have been nice.
With barrel falling action.
Barrel falling action, yes.
Barrel falling action.
And it's a firecracker shop after all. It's not a bomb-making facility. What are you talking about?
Well, it's kind of like that scene in Naked Gun when Frank Drescher is standing in front of the explosions and all the fireworks and stuff are going off after the fuel tank ran into it. Nothing to see here. Move along, you know.
Yeah, but the funny thing I always thought about this picture is you don't really see any dynamite in the actual photo because Lego does make a dynamite piece. But I just noticed, like, kind of right in the center, like right in the window here, there might be something red there.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't know when that dynamite piece was last sold. I'm wondering if they've just stopped selling that piece as well.
Ultra Agents. No,
yeah.
not Ultra Agents.
No, it would have been after that.
Maybe Forest Police.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
No, there were some. I think there were some in some DC sets also.
Yeah, there might have been. I have most of the DC sets. I'm ashamed to say that. I don't remember the parts that come with it. I'm just like, oh, I don't have this figure. Well, I do now.
It came in 109 sets. Oh my gosh, that's pretty. That's the bomb. Sorry, I had to go there. I had to go there. I'm sorry.
Jeff.
2021. It's been in 3 sets this year. A Batman set. Well, there's at least 5
There's
of them.
4 of them.
5, because there's another one hidden back here.
Yeah, 5 of them.
Yep.
Oh, look, a city set that's from the current theme that has dynamite in it.
And 2 of them.
Where do you think you got that dynamite from? It wasn't from the Lego Dynamite Factory because that doesn't exist.
That'd be explosive if it did.
And there's a penguin poly bag too that came with it. Anyway, all right, we'll stop talking about sets that will never be.
Why? That's fun.
We'll never start talking about that. So there's like 300 new pieces that came out.
Yeah.
Because of the October 1st release.
A lot of them are just recolors. There are some interesting pieces, so we'll go through this quickly. It's only 7-ish pages. So we'll go through really quickly. Stop me if you see anything. We obviously have the new curved arch for the Fender guitar. I'm just trying to look through to see if there's white carrot. Yeah, that's kind of interesting.
I like that doggo.
Yeah, the doggo's pretty cute. But no, it's not doggo, it's dogno.
Oh.
And the anglerfish in black and white, it's in one of the new stunt sets. There's 2 of them that come in the transport truck set, so I'm pretty sure that's going to be.
What do you two think about the stunt sets? I want to hear your take on it.
It's a good question. I think they're kind of interesting. I thought the motorcycles would be pulled back. It turns out they're pushed forward. So you rev them up, and then the wheels just spin for a very long time. They look kind of cool. I'm probably going to get a couple or get one at least for the ramps, just to check.
Yeah, the ramps. The pieces in them are cool, but the sets themselves, I don't know.
My sister's doing voice text, so the sideways, that's probably a goof up. But 5 dynamite pieces in it. It's a great set. Good bang for your buck. Runs in my family. What can I say?
It runs in the family.
It does.
Well, I mean, like I like city stuff. Like city and superheroes are basically the same for me when it comes to building and whatever. But like it's hard to justify $8 for a motorcycle and a minifigure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense to me. Like. The only thing that I'd ever spend $8 on that had a motorcycle was the Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade set that had Indy and his father riding in a motorcycle bursting through a German checkpoint.
Yeah.
Like punching a Nazi in the face is worth $8, Lego or not. So.
Yeah, they're $10 here for the combo bike and fig. This was out of stock already. Wow. I was kind of debating getting this one. It's the cheapest way to get those ramps, a bike.
$50.
Oh no, this isn't the cheapest one. There's a $40 one. What? Also out of stock. Wow, these have sold extremely quick.
Like I don't like being that guy that's negative about something we all love, but like.
And 73 pieces for $40.
Yeah,
73 pieces.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
That's like get it together, like
73 pieces for $40.
That's worse than the Star Wars tax.
Yeah,
and it's all sold out. Every single one of the sets is currently unavailable. Obviously, they had limited stock, but that's insane.
Yep.
I guess parents. I'm wondering, is that adults buying them, or is that? I'm guessing that's parents buying it for their kids, right?
Maybe a little column A, a little column B.
Yeah, probably.
People are trying to set up like like a stunt track in their city. Like a motor. I don't know, but damn, just yeah. I don't see the value. I don't see the value of $100 there.
No,
I don't know about you guys.
Well, it's less for you, thankfully, too. But still.
How many pieces in there?
More than 10, less than 421.
420 for $100.
Okay, so pieces are like.
So you're at it's more than 20 cents a piece.
Yeah, 20 cents a piece, more than that, at least Canadian.
Yeah,
I mean it's probably about 20 cents a piece American too. That's wrong.
That's way wrong. So okay, so that motorcycle there, is that the only way to get the cool black like street cycle, or is there other ways to do it?
That's a good question. Let's just see. No, there's a black. Oh no, it's a different cycle. That's a dirt bike.
Yeah.
There's a yellow one. I think so.
All right. So from a marketing make money point of view, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, to like the kid with pocket change that just wants to reenact. What was the famous guy that always rode motorcycles? Evel Knievel scenes.
Yeah.
Mom and dad aren't going to spend $100 on you to get that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But it's like the Scooby-Doo sets. Again, I understood why they did it, but to get all of the characters, you had to buy 3 sets, including the huge flagship. So like,
yeah.
damn it all, you know.
So yeah, and I mean,
mad. I guess it's just like it's expected, but like, it's just disappointing.
The bike is I don't know. Maybe the bike is available from Bricks and Pieces.
Yeah, I'd have to look it up and see.
Well, let's look it up.
Yeah, I will. Well, that's going to slow my machine down, but yeah, I'll pull it up in a second. I was just looking at this set and just kind of pointing out for the Classic Space fans in the chat and Dave.
That is actually available on Bricks and Pieces if you want to order a bunch of them. So
yeah, the Trans Yellow 3x6x2, I think.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's the new part. And I was looking at this, and it's one motorcycle, 2 monster trucks, 2 dummy cars, like for crushing and stuff. And it looks like the roofs will crush down as you drive over them, which is kind of cool. But I was noticing as well, it's like the only thing these monster trucks, which are the bigger part of the set, can do is crush cars. They can't really go over either of these 2 ramps because they wouldn't fit. I mean, they'd flip over if you tried to because one wheel will be on the ground, right? But
yep.
Anyway. And 668 pieces for $140.
Again, almost 20 cents a piece.
All right, so let me grab
the pieces down, and there's cocaine in them, like in that James Bond movie where they were melting plastics down. That might. I got nothing. I'm sorry.
60229 or 60299. Let's. If my connection slows a bit, it's because I'm opening up Bricks and Pieces here.
Okay, we're all pretty patient, except Dave.
Which Dave? Dave's not here, man. Oh wait, he is.
Dave's not here. I found my one video character I bought, and I got the wolf.
Ooh, cool.
I guess.
609. So this is how we shop for people that don't know. My sister. This is how we look for parts. All right. Load more. Page down. Oh, the figures are there. Load more.
Those torsos are kind of cool.
The ramps are pretty cheap too. Let's look at
the helmet is cool too.
She's got a rose on hers. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
By the way, David Sensier, there is a bright green helmet available now.
Oh.
It's on Bricks and Pieces because I ordered some. There's also a bright green torso and a bright green set of legs. So you can make a bright green space guy with no air pack or no air tanks. But you can make bright green space figs and brick sticker shop their torsos.
Yes.
There's also a light blue one. I'll tell you the official color in a moment. Actually, I have it right here. Bright light blue helmet as well. And torso and body are available in Bricks and Pieces, so you can make 2 more colors. Anyways, the ramp.
Sorry, I just wanted to say thank you for introducing me to that sticker place.
No problem.
I was able to get the original Bat Tape stickers, and on the slide, I've been putting that together with parts I have. So like,
awesome.
That's going to be a really fun treat.
And the quality of those stickers is just amazing.
That's awesome. Yeah, and thanks to Dave Cowdice who actually told me about that place. So anyways, let's keep on loading. So the red bike frame, the red bike frame, the blue bike frame are available, $263, $1.34 Canadian. And then the motorcycles are currently not available, but they are in the system, so at some point they might become available. But you could get it wasn't a black body, but you could probably, for the other set, you could probably get the black frame as well.
Yeah, I mean, those are the old motorcycle parts that they had. So like
yeah, it's just the body is like the actual engine is different.
You know, the only way you could get the gunmetal frames was from a Monkey Kid set, and I still have 4 of those sitting around. I haven't done anything with them. Kind of regretting it, but you know.
Monkey Kid's pretty cool. Bunch of tiles, nothing much to see here. Move along. Dark green ice cream. Interesting.
That is interesting. What were some of the tiles? I looked down for a second.
Oh, sorry, Jack.
I'm gonna bring some.
I think they're mostly. No, they're not Mario. Okay, some of them are the Mario. And this one I found interesting because it's a 1x1 tile with a dark gray square on the angle. So if you bought like 100 of these and did put them on a floor, You would look like a hex, like an angled floor tile.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. For a tile floor, that would be awesome.
Yeah, and it looks like a light flush or light nougat by 3 tile.
That's a King Koopa tile right there. You could do that on like a bedroom. You scroll down just a little bit.
Oh, this one here?
The orange one? That's a King Koopa tile. You could throw that on like a TV build or something and use the remote from one of the CMF figures, and have like a little vignette of a kid playing Mario Brothers.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
There's a cool clock tile as well.
That is a cool clock.
And these floor tiles, these are from the Fab 5 or the Queer Eye set. It's a rug, but I mean that looks really cool.
It does look really cool.
Just scrolling through quick because so here's the bright green helmet.
Yep.
There's also even this one looks pretty cool with a nice straight pattern on it. Yeah, pink's cool too.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Robin Coral.
I'm just really thinking pink and just brasso that off of there, and then you can probably do pink figure too. Okay. I've never done that yet. Did I go to the next page?
Well, one second. The cape right there is pretty cool. I know that's from the Doctor Strange set. So
yeah, and it's sold out in bricks and pieces. The other someone posted it was sold out.
I'm gonna ask for it for Christmas and hope for the best.
There you go. For the set or the cape?
I think Emily knows how to use Bricklink, so I'm making like a little bit of a part list for her. Like, this is what I want for Christmas. So
okay. Well, if she needs help, she can send me a message and I can walk her through it. My son has one bike. You don't have to pull it back to gain speed. Yeah, you push it forward to get it going. I saw someone that was playing with me today.
Yeah, exactly, like those old toys. Yeah.
And Mr. Jeff, I'm assuming this is you, Jeff. Are you building any new building mocks lately? Because it's obviously that I've been building. So
I finished the turtle van. Besides that, my next big thing to do is reply back to some emails about building some commissions for people. But besides that, for my own, I'm going to rebuild the police station for the 1,000th time. Probably in December. I only have a couple of days in November since I'm going on that road trip to see my folks to finish the Ghostbuster Firehouse. But I have a feeling that the Ghostbuster Firehouse is going to be a one-day affair, like all day, because I don't want to stop. Like,
that's you want to do it as a.
Yeah.
Oh, where's the picture? Oh, here it goes.
Yeah.
There's your
turtle man.
Posted a new one too, by the way. So.
Oh, did you? Hold on.
Yeah.
Closed.
It's kind of hard to see.
Oh, this one here?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's
great job, Jeff.
Iconic Heroes rejecting Indiana Jones because he doesn't have an iconic vehicle.
And he doesn't have as much horsepower either.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. All right. I still like this chicken suit guy. I might buy that chicken suit bike just because I think that guy's kind of hilarious.
Oh, actually, I have kind of big news for something that I'm doing.
Okay.
Can I
go for it.
talk about that? Yeah, I'll talk about it.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
so there's a YouTube channel called Retro Blasting, and I really enjoy them because it's a no BS channel when it comes to like toys and vintage toys and whatever else. And Michael French, enjoys Lego, but he's like, I'm not going to make this into a Lego channel because I hear things will happen.
Okay.
Whatever. So I've watched the channel for a few years, and he and I talk semi-regularly. And I was like, hey, why don't I build like a retro blasting set and throw in your DeLorean in there and, do everything else. And he's like, okay. And I was like, and also you were right. You can't be an action figure guy and a Lego guy. And he's like, why is that? Then I showed him the picture of my organized part of my closet. And he went, oh God. Now, that's not even, that's not the worst of it. So, but so I'm going to be building a set for him, and he's going to have me on his channel to talk about Lego
cool.
in November. So I'm really excited about that. It'll be nice,
I saw the frame, Jeff. If you go back go up.
Yeah, the frames were here as well.
Okay,
The
so
black-
there's the
yeah,
black
The
one.
black frame is there, so
Yeah, but it's printed too, so it's interesting.
Well, I mean, can we see if that's available on Bricks and Pieces, or were we doing that and I didn't notice?
Yeah, I can pull it up.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going through minifigures right now as we do this because it's fun.
That's okay.
All right.
Where do I live? I live where I live. Don't you know where I live? I buy enough off of the site. You should know where I live. Oh, jeez. So yeah,
yes, it's there and it's available.
$285 Canadian for the body of that bike.
There you go.
So
It's
you don't have to spend $140, moms and dads who want that, whose kid wants, or if your kid wants these, just buy it on Bricks and Pieces. And the turnout around about 3 weeks, so it's not too bad.
Yeah,
I'm really excited about when I become a parent, if I become a parent, because like my kids are probably gonna like Lego. I hope they like Lego. And they're going like, we want this set because it comes with this piece. I'm on it, and like not spend a fortune.
Yeah.
There you go. Just one piece.
No more inheritance for you kids. Sorry, you just wasted it on Lego now. Anyways, there's.
And then they grow out of it, and then it becomes your Lego. So that's even better.
Yes. So, yeah. I was eyeing the stuff the kids have built in the back of my house type thing, like or in my back room where their stuff is. I was looking through for 2x brick and all their stuff, and I'm like, I didn't take anything apart, but I came close. Ooh, this piece is in black now. That's interesting.
So is that yellow piece. That yellow piece is.
Yeah, these yellow curves. That's for the Mario cube and this guy. And the bigger curve in dark blue. So it's mostly recolors. There wasn't a lot of new parts. Obviously, the brick is there. Here's our ramps. And orange.
I love that white brick.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Orange roller coaster track because, we don't have it in every other color.
The dark stone gray doors are cool too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this looks like a pearlescent trans 1x1 round brick, which is kind of interesting. Oh, transparent opal. Yeah. So they've got a lot of new transparent pieces.
That's cool.
The strings for the guitar, which comes in a 6-pack. Last I checked, they were sold out on Bricks and Pieces.
Just make sure you get a hold of your knobs.
Yeah.
A bundle of knobs. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. And this page, almost done here.
Don't have to be sorry, Jeff.
Yeah.
We're sorry. We're Canadians.
Yeah, exactly.
I do like that caution sign and that window, of course, and that hair. But the caution thing was cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
The eyeballs neat.
Yeah, that windscreen is talking to me. I saw this today, and
what's it saying?
It's saying, "Order me, buy me."
All right, we're wasting. I won't say we're wasting time because we're not. But we have a topic to talk about too. Last thing we have here is 14 weeks till Brick Fair, Alabama. What? I'm going to do this every week for the next 14 unless they don't open the borders, and then I'm going to fly. But that means this isn't coming with me, and it'll have to go to the next show, which, no, I have to fly to that one too. Then I'm going to Brick Fair Chicago if I can't. The border hasn't opened by then. Or Brick World, anyway.
No, you're bringing it to Bricomanie here in Quebec.
Yeah, but that's not until November.
Yeah. If you don't go to Alabama, then I'll have to stay in a hotel room like the rest of the peasants.
I will still go to Alabama. If the border is closed, I will just fly and cry.
Okay. That's fair.
And bring a mood-based module instead.
Yeah, well, I have to see. I'll have to probably rent a car or something when I get down there. So we'll figure that out when that happens. So, Jeff, did you get? Are you on the actual team now for Brick Fair?
I'm waiting for the final word, but yeah, I should be there.
Okay. Yeah, I knew you were waiting to hear, so I just thought I'd ask because I hadn't heard either.
I think the dude's gonna pay for my hotel room, quote unquote. So I'm just gonna be like, yeah. So I'm staying with these people, and the Airbnb is this much. So you might be able to save us a little bit of money, Jeff.
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever, we'll figure it out. Okay. So weekly chat 30, and thank you for Jeff for coming up with this topic. Now Jeff worded it a little bit differently. He mentioned redheads and I like some redheads. I'm friends with them. They're not all evil. So we decided to just say, why do AFOLs, or technically TFOLs, I just ran out of room, hate Lego? I hate Lego so much. Hate certain Lego themes so much. So in Lego's history, and we're talking about in-system themes, not like the Bionicles and that type of stuff. We're talking about themes that are, that are brick-based, just were somewhere that people went and they didn't it didn't work out so well, I guess, or people didn't really like it. So go ahead, Jeff.
I guess the point that I was trying to make when I was talking to you guys about this was that, like, you know how, like, there's people that hate Guy Fieri, and it's like, what do he do? Oh, he makes a living wage for his employees. He donates a bunch of things to schools so they can raise money. He gives, marketing to like hundreds of restaurants around the world that would never receive that. And it's like, why do people hate him? It's like when the Nexu Night came out, I was like, oh man, it's awesome. It's space and castle combined and like science fiction. This is dope. But like people were like, we hate this. But why? Well, it's not a castle. I mean, there's castles though. Well, it's science fiction. Uh-huh. I mean, y'all watch Star Wars. There's a castle in that, I'm pretty sure.
But I think, for Nexel Night, I think the biggest problem was that at that time when it came out, Lego didn't have a proper castle line on the side. So castle fans, and we know there are many castle fans out there, just remember that vote we had like last year for the I think the 80th anniversary gift or something like that.
I wish that was last year, but it was last summer.
Yeah. Was it last summer?
Yes.
Which set?
It was the summer that just passed us. It was for the 60th anniversary idea thing, because we covered it on Beyond the Brick. And like Castle and Space kind of won, but like there was a problem because like Bionicle fans came out in force.
Oh, that thing. Okay, yes.
See, look at that. Those are cool. I own.
So I think that was the problem, because at the time there wasn't a proper castle line. So castle fans were like, "This is not castle. We're not gonna buy this. It's not what we want." So if Lego had a proper castle at that time it came out, probably would have gotten a better response or a better like rep.
I buy that to a degree, but this is like 80s toy, like boom bam for us, right? Like this is like Mask and like G.I. Joe combined, but like, hey, it's medieval, and that's what I like too about it. It's not one of those, I don't really go for a whole line of something, you guys know that, but like I would probably try to get as many Nexu Night sets as I can, just because I like them so much. Because I like the idea of them. I like the pieces. Okay, well, that's an easy build.
Well, so this is the year one, as far as I can tell, 2017.
Yes.
The sets we looked at first were the second year, and they ventured away from the actual castle side of things at that point, I would say, other than the actual Rolling Arsenal one, which was kind of interesting. But
so the top right set that you had that had the flying craft and like the space horse, or the motorcycle, the top right,
Are you talking up here? Oh, this one here.
So that I recently got in a bulk thing and like whatever.
Yeah.
But it's an awesome set. That helicopter can like sky drop onto like things, and then
there's a motorcycle underneath.
Yeah. So that's where the Black Knight hangs out, and like you like drop them into like combat and stuff. And it's really cool. Like I don't know why, it's just neat. So, yeah.
I'm from the point of view of the fans, like adults looking at this. I mean, yes, this is a trebuchet or whatever, or maybe that's not the word I'm looking for. But it's a castle-looking weapon. But I mean, it's more tech than castle, obviously, and that's what they were going for with the theme. But I mean, to me, I think if they had actually built a castle that didn't have wheels on it, I'm just trying to find that one.
Didn't have wheels on it.
So
well, I know that
castles.
sounds weird, but
there's two castles. See that?
There's right. They did build a castle.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that they had built this one.
Yeah, I got that one sitting next to me right now in the box.
Okay. I was thinking of the other one, which eventually
the rolling castle. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also the lookout tower. It doesn't have wheels.
And my kids love this because, like, my son had his tablet, and we would watch the show, and he would run up to the screen and he'd scan the QR code, which is the symbol that's on the shields, and he would play the game with it, and they loved watching it. Like, it was a fun show. And they were upset when it went away. And even with Chima, like, it was, my kids enjoyed watching it. I didn't think those sets were all that bad personally.
Well, Mark Stafford worked on the majority of the Chima sets, so you know.
Yeah. So he's a well-known AFOL builder.
Or maybe, yeah. I mean, he designed all of the Space Police 3 lines, so can't go wrong with him.
Yeah. Just gonna scroll down to. We saw that castle.
Rolling castle.
Some figs. There's a mini castle.
Dude, we don't need to talk about the mini castle.
Oh, there was this set.
Yeah.
This one was pretty cool too.
I got 2 of these actually.
I just parted this one into my store, so.
Yeah. So the castle that you're talking about is the bottom right.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, we'll just go through these ones too, because this is actually the first year. These are 2016. The one we were just looking at was 17. So yeah, these are very castle-like, right?
I like that one a lot.
You have a steed.
That turns into a motorcycle. How awesome is that?
Yeah.
And then robot horse. Like, robot horses are cool.
And it's basically a sword.
That is a sword. It turns into those motorbikes can separate and they can do things. I have that.
And the top one is actually a jet.
It's a jet. Yeah. I remember that too.
Robot horse.
And the castle.
Yep.
So,
rolling castle.
I mean, maybe it's even the color scheme. I mean, they went with blue, dark blue, gray. If they had gone more gray, purely more gray with only a few accents, maybe people would have been more into it that way too. But I mean, like, I personally like this theme. Rich jumped into chat. Next Night's an interesting series. A little off the wall. Yep. Cool as a theme. Nope, he's saying hello to people.
Oh, hey, Rich.
Yeah. And for the record, my castle will not have wheels. I'm not following that trend.
But you're moving into Alabama.
It's traveling to Alabama. So.
Yeah, that's right. You're moving into Alabama. So.
Oh, jeez. But yeah, I mean, I personally, I thought this thing was pretty cool. Why don't we jump into Chima? Hopefully I can just trick the system here. CHIMA. And will it work?
Yay.
Yeah, okay,
fine. Zero matches.
So Chima, for like my generation, at least for me, it reminded me of Thundercats.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I was like, pretty sure there's a copyright problem here somewhere. But
well, they didn't have it for all the.
Yeah.
Oh, this is why. Okay, let's go with your released ascending.
Yeah.
So I think it's better to look at the earlier sets than the later. So this was just. These came out before Nexo Knights. It was like the predecessor, and throughout all this is Ninjago was going on as well. So,
but Chima was actually going to replace Ninjago because they actually canceled Ninjago to do Chima.
Yeah,
and then they brought back Ninjago while they were still doing Chima.
Yeah, and I mean,
were not good.
Yeah, and Chima had a TV show. I don't know how well it was aired or anything like that, or how many people liked it. I mean, it was more of a can't we all get along, different factions fighting, but they end up working together to fight the bad guys.
Yeah.
But I mean, like some of these vehicles I thought were pretty decent. I mean, they're animal themed. I really love the legend beasts, the 5 animals that came out that were these aren't them. I'll see if I can find it. Eventually, we'll get to it. But I mean, these introduced olive green. They introduced this orange color. I believe first came out in Chima, or at least around the same time as Chima. So I mean,
the cool one, the bird one with like the flyer, like the eagle. Yeah, that looks dope.
Yeah, that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. So. My sister's listening while she drives to work, only for the next 5 minutes, and then she's going to stop listening. She's
they
not
had the
ranked.
Thundercat too, so there you go.
Was it actually called the Thundercat?
No.
Okay, I was going to say. The apes. I just liked it because, I mean, yes, the minifigs had helmets on that were the shape of the animal faces, and their faces were the eyes and stuff like that. But I was like, you know what? You can't do a bunch of animal molds. I get that. This is a lot cheaper way of doing it, and it works.
Yeah,
right?
And it spoke to the furry community. So there you go.
There you go. That too. And the what was I gonna say?
The Staleys.
Well, the story led to. Go ahead.
But well, Chima is an interesting story because it didn't. The AFOLS hated it, but the kids weren't into it either. Because I don't know about you guys, but over here in Quebec, the sets were collecting dust on the shelves. They were not moving. The stocks weren't moving at all. So especially those kits with the rev up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were just, and the stores were just selling them up dirt cheap, and nobody was buying them either. So
this particular kit, I think I bought about 10 copies of when I was in Legoland, Florida, and just put it into my Bricklink store.
Yeah.
But it was basically because this piece alone was worth money, right? Like, that piece alone was worth the price of the set. So
there's a discount store here in Oklahoma in the Midwest called Ollie's, and I go there to just look around every once in a while to hunt, and I always see at least 3 Chima sets. And I'm like, wow, it's really weird to see Lego in like a discount store, but like, it's not even like kind of the cool ones either. So I'm like, okay, well, just move around, you know.
Yeah. I mean, they're probably not worth much anyhow. But I've been watching. I was catching up on some YouTube today, and I was watching the Beyond the Brick coverage of the store in Georgia. It's escaping me. The one you went to. Atlanta Brick Company. Yeah. And they were saying that Chima is starting to move at their store finally. Like the stuff they're getting in like as used, they are starting to sell because there was like the kids. Well, it's no longer for sale, right? Then they did this. Anyways, the construction figures, because we need construction figures. These ones all look so much more evil than the actual minifigs do. Anyway.
It's a shame too, because they did the 5 legendary beasts or whatever that you could build.
Yeah,
and those were awesome.
Yes, I'm looking for those. Yeah, they're there. Yeah, and these were cool. These were cool little sets. And originally I was like, oh, it'd be cool if they actually did more than just the 5, like because they have all the different themes. They could have done like the different animals from each of the themes, right? But they chose not to.
Maybe it's not that they chose not to, but maybe because they saw the numbers and they were like, okay, we're wrapping this up.
I think I know why they killed the theme. They've just dismembered this legend beast.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Everybody else has their limbs attached.
Yeah.
Huh.
Not dumb.
That is just so weird. How do you do that? Like, anyway, I don't know. So yeah, what other themes were there? Like okay, so Jeff, is there a theme that you think is a waste of space?
Yes. You guys are going to be very angry at me for saying this, and I get it. But Unitron, the blue and gray Lego space set that came out with 3 sets.
I can agree with that, I think, personally. I have to re-look at them. Oh, other than the monorail, it's 4 sets.
4 sets, sorry. But yeah, that was it.
Other than the monorail, I think I would agree with you on that.
I mean...
Yeah, I kind of like them.
I wish that there would have been more with it, because it was very cool and it was very awesome and the colors popped, but like the builds, like the base build was like, really?
Yeah.
You know? Like,
I agree with you there.
That's
like,
this one
this
here.
was after, this was after we got the Explorians base and the Spirius base and the Ice Planets base, and it's like, you just put some pieces on a, okay, well, all right then. It's like, I don't let down,
Yeah. I'm just noticing this trans blue piece came in this set, and I don't think I ever have seen that one in trans blue.
It's pretty cool.
So,
I got a couple of them.
Huh. So yeah, I mean, it obviously didn't run that long. I'm trying to think, what years was this? 94, 95. So
that was.
I wonder why.
Go ahead, Jeff. That was a Christmas present from my father, like all 3 of those sets.
Okay.
And I remember, we were hanging out on Christmas morning, and he was like, he talked to me about what I wanted for Christmas, and usually you're a kid, so you give him the laundry list.
Yeah.
And like that year, I was like, I would like these 4 things. And he was like, just 4. I was like, yeah, just 4. He's like, okay. And he, one night I heard him come home and was just like, he was so pissed off. He's like, I can't find that stupid train. It's the only damn set that I can't find for him. And we got everything. I'm like, oh dear. And like,
yeah.
So like, yeah, that might also be a bit of the reason that I hate that line, but
some bad memories associated with it.
Huh. That's interesting.
That my dad just tried. He tried to get it done,
So Space ended in 2015?
Yeah, Space Place 3 and Galactic whatever.
Oh no, sorry, 2015. Sorry. I was 1990. For some reason, I thought 2015 was 1995. I wanted to see what set came out in 96. Well, they went to the what is that, Unitron?
Yeah.
No, Explorians.
That's Explorians.
That's Explorians.
Yeah. My bad.
Yeah. And I
might have had the time mixed up of what set came out, but like.
No, it's okay.
Explorians was a cool set. I wish it would have stuck with like Unitron though, because so we'd have some basis on the lore. But whatever.
But it's interesting too that there's 9 sets in this round, when they only had 4 in the other one, right? Like.
Yeah.
It's bizarre.
Yeah. Maybe it's because it was the last years of the monorail. Remember that company that made the track was going out of business?
Yeah,
and like
that's true. Maybe they had more plans in that theme and they just decided to drop it. And after that, we got the aliens and the
Robo Force.
Insectoid? No, those aren't Insectoids. Those are the.
No offense to Hooper, I love the guy. But
UFOs.
I couldn't stand these sets.
UFOs, yeah.
I couldn't stand the UFO sets.
Yeah, I didn't like the robot ones either, but. Okay, how about you, Dave Sincere? Any sets any theme that you absolutely hit? Hey, Rick.
Well, I didn't like Life on Mars.
Life on Mars. Oh, yeah, that's right. We put that in the picture. And then you started listing off a whole bunch more in our chat, and I was like, wow, you are really a hater on Lego.
Is that the one with tubes, or is that the one without tubes?
Yeah, that's the tube one.
The tube one.
Didn't Mark have something to do with it? No, he did the one after. He did the big.
No, I think he did, actually. Well, maybe not.
I didn't like that team because it didn't make a whole lot of sense to me that we were going to Mars and finding those aliens, and we were still invading them and trying to take their planet and getting into war with the Martians. I mean, we're the invaders here. They're
So just looking at this picture before we go anywhere else, his mask is up and he has no air tank. So apparently Mars has atmosphere.
Yeah, that was the whole premise too, because Mars were suddenly having oxygen. Suddenly.
It's cool, guys. False alarm. What? Yeah. Mars has air. We were wrong.
Mars has air. Yeah. So, okay. from me, I loved this theme because it was the first space theme that I bought after Star Wars came out. And like some of
and
these
it was
littler
the first
sets,
it was the first space theme after Star Wars. So that made for me it made it a whole lot of more disappointing because it was the first real space theme after Star Wars, and they just blew it.
So let me add to that. I came out of my dark ages because of Star Wars, and I was buying sets that were out, and I really wanted non-Star Wars space. Right? So this came out, and I was like, okay, I'm fine with it because A, pieces, B, colors that have never been available. Sand green started here. Right? Sand blue started here. Sand red started here. Sand purple started here. Now sand green's the only one that survived. All sand blue's around. But I kind of like these sets. I thought they were kind of fun.
I didn't like them.
I love this one. This was my favorite little vehicle.
I like that build, and I've like built it with my own parts because it's just fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Dave, you can have your opinion. It's okay. You're not all wrong.
No, I have to admit that set looked cool, but it was like there was like one or two sets that did look cool, but other than that, all the Martian sets were
have the shuttle.
crappy.
Whoops. Hold on.
The shuttle, it looked cool, but when you got down to building it, it was just a piece of crap.
Yeah, no, I agree. The shuttle looked cool. Yeah. I mean, I kind of like these mechs as well, the alien mechs. Shuttle looks cool, but the fact that this was just a piece of plastic, like piece of flexible plastic versus Lego, which is all plastic.
I was gonna say it's all plastic, Jeff. I got some bad news.
Yeah. And I did like this one. I have this set, and I kind of liked it. I kind of like the idea of it. The arrow tubes were kind of fun.
Really?
Tubes.
Yeah.
Jeff, come on.
Tubes. I liked it. My kids liked it too. I pulled it out a while ago. Like pulled out the tube system, and they're like, "Oh, this is cool," because you could shoot them down the line.
Yeah.
I don't know. I enjoyed it.
Jeff, I question your judgment on that, but it's fine.
That's okay. Okay, this is where they jump the shark.
The alarm.
Anyways, all right. Anything else? What other kind of themes do we have that are crappy? Anybody in chat? Thank you, Mr. Rick Bricktober.
Over on Kellogg's Facebook, someone said Friends. They didn't like Friends.
Like Lego Friends.
Like Lego Friends.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
the
like
whole
Lego
line
Friends,
because
but...
they thought it was a backwards team. It was sexist. It was.
That's stupid. Just throwing that out there right now.
I kind of agree, but
which one?
The other point they were making, and I think they were right on that one, is that the sets are actually a little pricier than normal Lego sets. So they're saying there's kind of a pink tax on those sets. And
okay, can you go back and ask them what they think of the city stunt sets, and then tell them what the stunt tax is?
That'd be great if you could.
The orange tax on these ones. Yeah.
Hey, so here's the thing. If my little girl one day says, I want to build with Lego, but I want to build with Friends Lego, that's the first hit in the vein for me. And I'm like, you got it, sweetheart. And then when she says, hey, Daddy, I want to build with space, but I don't want to use these little doll things, I'm okay with that. And, like, I'm okay with their builds, too. Like, the builds from Friends, I hate to admit, are what some of the city sets should have been.
Yep,
like,
I 100% agree.
You know, and as far as it being like sexist and stuff, I don't know what to tell you. I disagree with it entirely. So, yeah, and girls like pink. Not all girls do. I get that, but like, and boys like pink. I like pink.
Like, you look at this set, it's like this would be an amazing city set, and it is an amazing city set as far as I'm concerned. I mean, you don't need to use the mini dolls, but I mean, it's like it's an animal
well,
hospital, right?
like I said, it's what people wrote in, and
Yeah,
No,
I
I
tend
agree.
to agree with you guys because
Yeah.
remember when the line first came out,
Hmm.
you couldn't get them at the store because they were just selling out so
Yeah.
quickly, and
Yeah.
you would never get any kind of discount or rebate from
Yeah.
the store
Yeah.
because
They
they
never
were
went on
just
sale.
never went on sale because
Yeah.
they were just that good and they
Yeah.
were selling great. And I think
Mhm.
on well, maybe it's a backwards and sexist theme, but you gotta give it to Lego. They did their homework on this one, and the the kids are selling like crazy, and they're
Yeah.
selling
Yeah.
great, and the line is doing good. So
I
So
think.
here's the
Go ahead,
thing
Jeff.
too, is that like, so this is gonna get into some geopoliticalness, but like, say your kid is gay, and your kid
Hmm.
doesn't want to build like the other Lego sets. That he wants to build the girly things, and he wants to build all that, or she,
Sure.
whatever. Okay, like
Yeah.
we're just going with an assumption, and we're going with a trend here. Like
yeah,
that'd be a good option for the kid because it lets
Hmm.
him have his imagination. He doesn't feel like he has to build the way that like his brother does or whatever. It's like this is my thing.
yeah.
And I'm still getting out my imagination. So like that's all that really matters to me. I'm done.
No, I totally agree with that. I mean, it's
No, I totally agree with that too. Because and
yeah.
I am I actually in that very particular situation because my oldest is building with friends. He likes those pink
Cool.
colors. He likes those, and most of the sets that I've gotten him, since he could ask for what he wanted, it was friends set. So
Hmm.
Yeah. I'm not attacking you, Dave. I hope you know that. I'm just saying
no,
that.
no,
Like, okay, just like from my
I'm
point of view,
agreeing
that
with you.
shit just
I'm
bothers
agreeing
me.
with you because like I said, my oldest likes pink. He likes all these pink bricks. He likes all
Hmm.
these doll sets, and so
Yeah.
Yeah. You should introduce him to Julian and see his pink castle.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just as you're talking, I'm just scrolling through the sets still, and it's like some of these sets are just absolutely amazing. Like,
Hmm.
like
Plus, they gave us
if
the new base plates, which is kind of a hindrance now that we all have cities going. I'm just
yeah.
saying.
Well,
other
I mean,
to get you guys on another tangent here. Um, Others said that they didn't like all the license sets
okay.
because it like kind of
Same.
drove Lego away from
Yep.
its core.
Imagination, right?
So Star Wars, Harry Potter, all those Marvel sets and DC sets. They said
Yep.
if they did like a small run, like Pirates of the Caribbean or Indiana Jones set, it would be
Hmm.
okay. But
Yeah.
having Star Wars sets coming out
Every year.
every year and doing like 12 iteration of the X-wing and the TIE
Yeah.
fighter, and that they said it's too much.
Well, I mean, obviously it's the whole cash cow, and that's why it's being done, right? But
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, like Harry Potter, I like that Harry Potter had a little break. There was a few years where the Harry Potter sets didn't come out. Now they're back again, and I get that. Um, I mean, it would be nice if they had sat there and said, okay, Star Wars is done for a year or two. Here's a space theme. Star Wars is back. Harry Potter
Yeah.
is done. Here's a castle theme. Harry Potter's back. That type of thing, right? But that would just piss off all the space and castle guys because then it's like, where's the rest of our themes? Or we want
yeah.
that castle theme back instead of Harry Potter and stuff. But
And all those Star Wars fans would go, "Yeah, but you didn't make that ship yet. You didn't make that character yet into a minifig."
Nebulin B frigate, come on, UCS Nebulin B frigate, I would buy it. It's the only one I want to buy.
And it's also, on the other hand, like I'm guilty of this because I buy the Batman stuff like it's going out of business. So like that's my fault too. But like it takes that away. I remember building a Ghostbusters firehouse out of like just normal brick back in the day, and having to wing it, and like my Darth Vader, like everybody else's Darth Vader, was a Blacktron figure with a red antenna in his hand. So like in some cases, the themes are bad ideas. Like Star Wars should be like a once every 3 years, here it all is. And then give us time to,
Or whenever they do a movie.
Yeah, that would work. But now with the shows too, right? That doesn't work anymore either. Because they're doing there's something new every month.
Yeah.
And I mean, like the whole. I remember building Star Wars stuff when I was a kid, and now it's like, why would I build it when I can just buy it? Because it's going to be better than what I could build, or, if I build it, then it'll be like, oh, well, I'm now basing it off of what I've seen because I've seen so many of them, right? So,
it's a thing that's happening with toy collectors too. Is that they are getting into, some of them are getting into Lego, like the bigger ones that I follow and whatnot or whatever, and they're like, well, I can just go out and buy this, and it's like, you've got kids watching this and you're telling them to shit on their imagination because you can go out and buy this.
Yeah.
And that's like, it's one of the reasons that I'm like, well, I'm done with this, and I've stopped. Like, I don't know, like the Turtle Band thing that I did, like, that's fun. Like, it's whatever. It's that nostalgia bug and it's the Lego bug, and like, I just wish more people would. They're coming into the hobby now are like mocks, and then they get hooked that way. But that'll never happen, and yada yada.
Or they see your mock, and they ask for instructions.
Yeah.
Did you make instructions for that one?
Can I buy that? Yeah.
Can I buy it?
Yeah. That happened with my Ice Planet stuff at Texas. That's kind of nice.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And I mean, like going back to the classic themes and that, like, if we had Castle running continuously, that wouldn't happen because everybody's idea of a castle is different than what Lego would build, right? Yep. I mean, they would use the parts in that to build their own castles, but Lego's never going to build something like this.
No,
right? Obviously, thankfully, because I couldn't afford it.
They came close though, but with the Bricklink set that they made,
the designer program set. Yeah,
the designer program. It was a nice castle. It was a nicely designed castle. It was smaller, obviously, than yours, but
by a little bit, but.
A little bit, like 24 parts, 24 base plate, short
2400 parts. Yeah, that's the one thing I don't know how to answer. How many pieces are in this?
A lot.
Way too much.
All my pieces. You could say all my pieces.
All of them. Yeah.
All my bricks are in there.
Actually, most of my Lego room is. A lot of my Lego room is up here on the floor. I never actually showed you the floor. Here, look at this.
Did you take apart all your old space stuff too, Jeff, to like get the parts?
No, that's all built.
Okay.
There's bins under the table here. Oh, that's my hip. There's Lego everywhere in this room. No, I haven't taken apart anything that I built. I took apart my old castle, and that's it. Everything else is still together. Oh, that's not true. I did take apart. We had some for BrickFet, our old event. We had like some signs, so we had BrickFet. Well, not the BrickFet one's still together, but I had Wackalug, which is our old group, and I had 2 signs that were green that were this size. Like they actually had bricks, like they looked like a brick. 2 signs that were green that were this size, and when I looked at the back, I realized it was all red brick. This is plate, but I realized it was all brick inside, so I ripped them apart. I kept the face of this one because it was still built. But
don't tell Janie.
Oh, Janie's gonna watch this later. I can rebuild them later. I just will use different pieces inside. It'll be 1 by brick versus 2 by brick. But that kept me going for another day with red until I was done with that, and then I switched to another color. And apparently, red is the one I have the most of, which is really interesting too.
But now it doesn't look like a melon at all.
No, now it just looks like Rainbow Warrior. But
yeah,
I mean, if I were to do, if I were to do this. There, now it's a nice castle-ish. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
So, but...
so, Castle McMillan is not going to stick, I think.
No, well, I mean, if you actually look at it from that perspective, right, like the other 2 sides, the far side from here, from the outside, it looks like it's done.
Yeah.
It's once you get inside that... well, once you get to the this height, then you fall off the edge and fall to your death. But anyways, my poor vacuum must be confused as heck. Yeah, as hell. My vacuum hasn't run until this room is empty. Then I'll run that vacuum. And there's a plastic bag on the floor under my feet now. That's empty. Yes, but Rick, you do have instructions for some of your stuff, so. And that's one of the good things. Like, if you build something, like Jeff, you built that turtle van or whatever. Like, if you build the instructions for it, and then someone's like, "Have you got the instructions?" Yeah, here's my card. It's on there. Or, go to that page or go to Rebrickable to this link or whatever. And I mean, it is a way to promote what you're building and stuff too.
Yep.
If someone asks me that question, I'll say no, obviously, because
I don't have any instructions for anything.
No.
I actually made my first instructions just before the pandemic hit.
Okay.
Because I did some work, and we were doing an event, and everybody, we actually put together a few, I think it was like 200 little kits that people could build a car, and actually had to build the car. I built it from a pick-a-brick wall here in Quebec. So I knew I could order all the pieces and then put together the kits, and I had to build instructions for that car. So it was the first instructions I actually made, and I did so by disassembling the car and taking pictures every step of the way, and
all right,
doing it backwards. So
that's an easier way to do it for sure. Like, because then you can just Photoshop those together into something.
Yeah. So that's what I did. But
cool.
It was the first instruction I ever made. So, and it was for like a 20 pieces car. So,
okay.
Well, hey, that still counts.
Yeah, but I mean, if you build something small, like, I mean, Rick's got his it's not small, but his alien I can't think of the name
guitar
of the
thing,
the alien vehicle and that, and he's got the instructions for that, and he's building the instructions, or he's built the instructions as well for the guitar ship that he's built recently, which is really awesome. So I mean, to be able to have that available, and if you have it on display, someone asks, is that for sale? And it's like, no, but the instructions could be, like, if you want to.
Yeah.
Right? Like, why not? I mean, most likely people won't end up buying it because they have to they need the parts still. But I mean, I might look into building one of those. Like, if you were to build that guitar ship, I might grab the instructions just to build a Blacktron version or something like that. Or classic space version. See ya, sister. Thanks for hanging out with us. Yeah, enjoy. Have some cookies and donuts for us.
And serving coffees to
truck drivers, cops.
I would like some donuts.
Jeff wants some donuts too. Ship them to Oklahoma. You guys deliver?
Here's your Tim for you.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I could grab some Timbits and bring them to Oklahoma, and I'm like, no, because then they'll be like 2 days old by the time I get there.
They're gonna be pretty hard.
Yeah.
Well, maybe if you put him in the Ziploc bag, it wouldn't be.
No,
so
then
bad.
they'd be pretty soggy.
Yeah.
Jeff, I've been looking up restaurants in our area because that appears to be the thing that I do.
Okay, cool.
And there's some good stuff. I think like once or twice we'll probably head out, but I think the other times we should just cook.
Yeah, well, I mean, we got a bed and breakfast, so we have a full kitchen and stuff too. So that's what I was thinking as well. Like, I mean, I was just, because we're pretty much done chatting about our topic, but I was I thought the setup for Brick Fair originally would be Wednesday afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I booked the bed and breakfast to be. We arrive on the Wednesday. Like, I leave here on Tuesday, stop somewhere in Ohio for the night, and then drive down and be there Wednesday for setup.
Yeah.
But the actual setup of mocks doesn't happen until the Thursday at noon. It starts.
But I gotta be there to unload the truck.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I mean, basically you'll be coming into town on the Wednesday as well, I would assume.
Yeah.
So we'll be there already, but I mean, those of us that aren't setting up, so Maddie and I guess will be trying to find something to do for the first half of the day.
Well, Don and I will chip in, of course, and we'll toss in some money for groceries. And
this
place has a grill. Maybe we can just do steaks that night.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Ooh, American steaks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, real beef. No, wait. Grade. I don't know what the grade is. Anyway.
Grade A.
Is it grade A? Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, why don't we? Well, I think we'll probably call the chat now. And
okay.
Thanks everybody for coming out. Thank you, Jeff and Dave, for coming out.
Sure.
Next week, hopefully, more of this was done because I'm getting the brick infusion later this week. Just right there. Pop it in. Apparently, you can microwave Tim Hortons Timbits for 20 seconds and it helps out.
That doesn't sound good.
No, it doesn't. And yeah, I can understand why you wouldn't want to eat the food there, sis.
Yeah.
But anyway, she'll catch the rest of this when she finishes tomorrow morning. But yeah, thanks for coming out, everybody. We'll talk to you guys next week. Hopefully Dave will join us next week as well.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe some of the Ricks. Who knows? Maybe some of the other people that haven't been in for a while.
Yeah, hopefully Jeff doesn't have
where's,
to come in.
Where's Chantel?
Chantel, yeah, I don't know if she's still working. And Derek hasn't been around for a while. I've been sending messages out to them to invite them. But anyway.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. If there's anybody watching this now or later, drop me a comment in the chat if you want to join in, assuming we know who you are. And if not, we can maybe vet you ahead of time and, you can join in with us as well. We're always looking for new people to,
maybe leave a comment about what set that you're not a fan of that came out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good point. What theme you like? And I'll say it just because I'm at 98 subscribers, someone left. Like and subscribe as well, or like the subscribe. I don't care if you watch my videos. I really don't care.
We're at 98 right now.
I want to hit 100 just so I can do, youtube.com/VWBricks. That's my only goal in life. I mean, Mr. Jeff here is like pushing 199. Don't subscribe to him until you subscribe to me, please.
Look, I'm giving stuff away at 220, all right? Because I was going to do something at 200, but I was like, nope, that's too normal.
And it's too easy, too. It's like, one person can join. And then, so, anyways.
I'll make it
all right, we'll talk to you guys later. See ya. I'm going to hit the buttons now.
Bye.